Hello students, welcome to Future Doctor NEET Academy. Today I am going to solve 7 problems in some basic concepts of chemistry. Okay, this is the first lesson in 11th standard. Okay, let us see the first question. Okay, simple one. The number of moles of hydrogen molecule required to produce 20 moles of ammonia through Haber's process. Okay, so in this type of sums you should know how to frame the equation. Okay, so here number of moles of hydrogen molecule required to produce ammonia. Ammonia is formed. No, ammonia is formed means how it is. What's the formula for ammonia? You know that this is a NH3, isn't it? NH3. That's the formula for ammonia. How it is formed? It is formed from nitrogen and hydrogen. Understood? These are the raw materials to produce ammonia. So N2 means you put 2 here. Understood? 2. Understood? That's all. Okay. Now see number of moles of hydrogen required to produce 20 moles of ammonia. You just compare these 2 molecules only. Okay, just compare. You just compare. Don't worry about the other one. Okay, hydrogen and ammonia. This only just compare. Okay. So here you know that the number of moles of hydrogen molecule required to produce 20 moles of ammonia. Okay. See here from equations. From equation. Suppose here moles is given. No. From equation, what information we are getting means, from equation, that this is what 1 mole. How many moles? 1 mole. Here what? 3 moles. Here what? 2 moles. Understood? Okay. Now see the question here. Number of moles of hydrogen. Hydrogen means here number of moles of hydrogen molecule required to produce. This is only the question mark. Okay. Right. Then required to produce 20 moles of ammonia. 20 moles. Here 20 moles. Understood? Are you following? Okay. So from equations we are getting this information. Understood? 1 mole of N2, 3 moles of H2 and 2 moles of ammonia. Understood? Then from this information from some this information we are getting. Understood? Okay. Now we just compare these 2 only. Understood? These 2 portions. Okay. Don't worry about this nitrogen. Okay. So here, 3 moles of hydrogen can produce 2 moles of ammonia. Therefore, or we can say in different way. 2 moles of ammonia is obtained from 3 moles of hydrogen. Therefore, 20 moles of ammonia is obtained from how much? Are you following? Okay. So here, this is considered as X. You consider X. Okay, right. This is you considered as X. Okay, cross multiplication. X into these 2 are multiplied. Therefore, X is equal to what? Just multiply 20 into 3 by 2. So you know that answer will be by 2, isn't it? Right. Okay. So answer will be what? Cancel this one time. Understood? Here this will be 1 time. This will be what? 10 times. 10 into 3. We have 30. Understood? We have 30. Simple sum. So answer will be what? D is the correct one. Are you following? Understood? So this kind of sums I told you, you must frame out. You must know how to frame the equation. Okay, how to write the equation. Then only you can able to solve. Understood? Next one. Which one of the following has maximum number of atoms? Okay, so based on mole concept, I set one question like this. Which one of the following has maximum number of atoms? Okay. So maximum number of atoms means here each and every one they are given atomic mass is given. Okay, so maximum number of atoms means here 1. Generally that. Suppose for example I am taking this one, 1 gram of silver. Okay, suppose here its atomic mass is given. No, that 108 gram of silver contains what? How many molecules? That 6.022 into 10 power 23 molecules are there. Correct or not? Okay, this is our number. Any atomic mass we can. Suppose if I take magnesium means 24 contains this number of molecules. Suppose if I take O2 means 16 gram contains this one. So okay, the atom only there is. So molecule is there, but they're asking only atom. Then only 6 we can consider 16 gram contains this number of atoms. Then for if you take lithium, 7 gram. Okay, 7 gram contains this number of molecules, but they're asking only 1 gram. Okay, suppose 108 gram contains this number of molecules or this number of atoms we can say. Understood? Atoms. Therefore, 1 gram contains. 1 gram means here 6.022 into 10 power 23. Understood? By 108. Okay. Understood? This is for silver. Okay. So here similarly, right, for all. Similarly, for magnesium, what? For magnesium, okay, what? All the same thing. 6.022 into 10 power 23 by what? For magnesium what? You put what? 24. Understood? Okay. For O2, okay. For O2, you know what? As usual, 6.022 into 10 power 23 by what? By 16. Understood? 16. Understood? Likewise, you know, for lithium, as usual, 6.022 into 10 power 23 by, you know, 4 by 7. Understood? So here 108, here 24, here 16, here 7. This is the least. No, denominator is value is very less, means this will be the more number of atoms. Understood? Okay, understood. Denominator, this one is the denominator is value is less, so this will be the more number of atoms. Okay, so answer D is the correct one. Are you following? Okay, they're asking which one having maximum number of atoms. Okay, right. Next one, density of solution is 1.17 gram per cc. Molarity, they're asking to find only molarity. So molarity means, you know the formula. What's the formula for molarity? Simple one, you know, mass by molar mass. Correct or not? Mass by, you know, molar mass by what? Volume of the solution in liters. Yeah, volume of the solution, volume in liters. That's a you know, that's a formula for, you know, molarity. So mass is given. No, you just substitute 1.17. You know, density is equal to mass by volume. You know that density only is given, but what is this? Mass. This is a mass. This is a volume. A volume is, you know, 1 ml, 1 cc. No, okay. Mass is what? 1.17. Mass by molar mass. Molar mass means what? Whose molar mass? HCl. You know, H is, you know, 1. Chlorine is what? 35.5. So 36.5. Understood? You can consider 36.5. Understood? By volume of the solution in liters. Liters means here only 1 ml. No. So 1 by, you know, by 1000. So if you simplify, you can get the answer. Understood? Are you following? Okay. So how we can write this one? 1.17 by 36.5 into 1000 by, understood, by 1. So if you simplify, you can get one answer. Simple one, you know, answer. This will be the answer. You can simplify, right? Next one. This is based on empirical formula, molecular formula. Okay. Calculate molecular formula of the compound. Contains carbon 80%, hydrogen 20%, and its molecular formula, molecular mass is 30. Okay. See, simple. You know that suppose element, you know, say this we consider this an element. You know, this is called, you know, percentage. Okay. You know, number of moles, relative number of moles. We can write number of moles. Okay. Ratio. Then the whole number ratio. Whole number ratio. So this way you have to write. Okay, simple. Okay, right. Carbon, you know, carbon, how much percentage? 80%. Understood? Hydrogen is what? 20%. Okay. So first one, when it comes here, number of moles means what? Divided by its atomic mass. No, divided by, no, atomic mass of carbon is what? 12. So 80 by 12. This is simple one. 20 by 1. So answer will be what? 20. This is, if you simplify, means it will be approximately, it goes on. Nearly 6.66 it goes on. Okay, right. Then when it comes to this column, who is the smallest? Which one is the smallest value? 6.6 is the smallest value. Okay, so divided by the smallest value. So when it comes to this column, 6.66 by the smallest one. Like this here, 20 by smallest one. Understood? So this will be approximately, you know, 1 time. This will be approximately, it will be where 3 times it goes on, 3.03 is coming. Approximately. Okay. Are you following? When you take the least one, least number, this is 6.6 is least one. So divided by each and every one by 6.66. So it will be like this. So we can consider 1. This is 3. Consider 3. Okay, understood. So first you find out the empirical formula. After that only we can find out what? Molecular formula. Understood? So what? So what's the empirical formula? So empirical formula, I put EF. Understood? Right. What? CH3, correct or not? Empirical formula. Carbon is 1. Hydrogen is 3. So CH3. The CH3 is the empirical formula. But our aim is to find what? Molecular formula. Clear? So molecular formula means, what's the formula? Molecular formula we have to find out. But it has one formula for that. What's the formula means? Molecular formula. I write it here. You just listen. Molecular formula. Okay. Molecular formula is equal to what? N into what? Empirical formula. Understood? Empirical formula. Understood? So empirical formula, just now we found out, no? What is empirical formula? CH3. Understood? This N we have to find out. N how to find out means here we have one method. What is N? N is equal to what? Molecular mass by empirical formula mass. Empirical formula mass. Understood? Are you following? Understood? Molecular mass is given or not? Is given. No, the sum itself they are given. Molecular mass is what? 30. Understood? Simple one. Molecular mass is what? 30 by empirical formula is what? We can calculate empirical formula mass from empirical formula, isn't it? So you know that. Understood? Try to understand. Carbon is 12. 12 plus 3. We got what? 15. Understood? Right. So answer will be what? 2 times. Are you following? 2 times. So that 2 you put it here. Okay. That 2 you put it here. Understood? Right. 2 into. Understood? Right. Now you know that it will be what? Carbon 2 times. Hydrogen is already 3. No. You just multiply. 2 into 3. 6. So answer will be what? C2H6. Understood? This is the formula. Okay. This is answer for that. Where is C2H6? This is C2H6. Understood? So option A is the correct one. Understood? Right. Simple one. Okay. Next one. 10 gram of hydrogen and 64 gram of oxygen were filled in a steel vessel and exploded. Amount of water produced in this reaction will be. So how much water is produced? They are asking. As usual, I told you. This also stoichiometric equation. You must know how to frame the equation. So hydrogen plus oxygen to get water. No. So first I did the equation. H2, yeah, H2 plus O2 gives what? Water molecule. Understood? Okay. You want to balance, I put what? Off. Okay. Then I told you from this equation I framed, isn't it? Okay. From equation we are getting some information. No. From equation, what information we are getting means here everything is gram. No. So this also you should write it as a gram. So what is this? How many? It's a 2 gram. Following, this is 2 gram of hydrogen. This is what? Half into 2 means 1 oxygen atom. 1 oxygen atom means what? 16 gram. Following, water is 18 gram. Understood? These are the information we are getting from equation. But now go to the sum. From sum, what information we are getting means here we have to get amount of product. No, if you want to get the product, first we should find out the limiting reagent. Limiting reagent is very, very important. You know that. What is limiting reagent? Among the 2 reactant, which one is completely reacted? That's called what? Limiting reagent. Among the 2 reactant, which is completely reacted. That's called limiting reagent. First of all, we should find out which one is the limiting reagent. Okay. Here how to find out means here, see, 2 gram plus 16 gram. No. So now come to the sum, 10 gram. For example, here 2 gram can combine with 16 gram means 10 gram can combine with how much? 2 gram. Okay, you following? 2 gram can combine with 16 gram means 10 gram can combine with how much? So you know that. What it will be? 10 into just cross multiplication. What? So you consider this okay. It's a question mark. Okay, right. So here you consider it's a x. So multiply. Therefore what? X is equal to, just multiply. You know that 10 into 16 by 2. So what? It will be, cancel, no? Cancel. Understood? 1 time here, 5 times. So it will be what? Nearly 5 into 16, 80. Actually, now see the sum, 10 gram of hydrogen and 64 gram of what? Here what we should write? 64 gram. It's the sum. From sum, these are the information we are getting, isn't it? Okay. Now see that. But actually, 80 gram should come. But actually, sum itself what? 64 only is given, no? Actually, 80 gram. When 2 gram can react with 16 gram means 10 gram can react with how much? Actually, 80 gram should come. But in your question, only 60 gram is given. No, this is less value. Therefore, we can say what? O2 is the what? O2 is the limiting reagent. Limiting reagent. Okay. Just remember, from the limiting reagent only we can find out the product. That's a question. No. The question, see the question? Is a question. Amount of water produced. Okay. So, who is the limiting reagent? O2 is the limiting reagent. Therefore, now you just compare. Now you just compare this and this. Okay. 16 gram produces 18 gram of water means 64 gram produces how much? So you just compare. You compare these two. Okay, this is a question mark. Are you following? Okay. From the limiting region only, we can find out the product. So I'll write it here. So 16 gram can produces what? 18 gram of water. Therefore, 64 gram produces how much? Okay. Now consider x. So x is equal to what? You know that what? Multiplication 64. Okay. So just remember, 16 becomes 64. No, 4 times increases. No, 16 becomes 64. So 18 becomes what? 4 times increases means what? 4 times means what? This will be what? 72. 72. Understood? This will be 72. Are you following? 16 becomes 64. Na? 18 becomes what? 72. 74 gram, isn't it? 74 gram. But they're asking in mole. 74 gram of water. So 1 mole of water is what? 1 mole of water is what? 18 gram. No, 1 mole of water is 18 gram. Therefore, 74 gram nothing but how many moles? Therefore, nothing but 74 nothing but how many moles? That is 4 mole. Understood? Are you following? Okay, 4 moles of water nothing but 72 gram of water. Both are same. No? So answer is what? B is the correct one. Understood? Right. You must know the frame, the equation. Limiting region very, very important. Okay. Actually, it's a one question, but in this question we have 2 questions are there. Okay. Right. Next one. What would be the volume of 14 gram of nitrogen gas at STP? Okay. 14 gram of nitrogen at STP. Okay. This is, I told you, mole concept. I told you already. You just write mole. You just write atomic mass. Atomic mass, or you write molecular mass. Okay. Molecular mass, or then Avogadro number, N of A, Avogadro number, then molar volume. If you frame like this, you can use to solve this kind of sum. Okay, see what's a common? Nitrogen. No, nitrogen. 1 mole of nitrogen. 1 mole of nitrogen what? 1 mole how many gram? 28 gram. Correct or not? 1 mole nitrogen 28 gram. That the 28 gram occupies how much? Contains how many number of molecules? 6.022 to the 10 power 23 molecules. Understood? Okay, it's a gas. No, then I put what? Molecules. That occupies how much volume? It's a standard value, 22.4 liters. Are you following? If one compound is known means we can write all the information. Understood? Now come to the question. They're comparing volume and gram. Okay, they're comparing these two only. So volume, molar volume. No, this volume and gram. This two only just see. Okay, how many gram? 14 gram. No, this is okay. How many gram is given? 14 gram. Okay, 14 gram. Okay. What will be the volume? This is a question mark. Okay, right. It's just simple. 28 gram occupies 22.4 liters. Therefore, 14 gram occupies how much? Just it will be off. No, this also will be off. Are you following? 28 becomes off of this. No, okay. Then only this also will be off. Actually, what? Answer will be what? 11.2 liters. Are you following? Right. Next one. 10 ml of HCl is required to neutralize 15 ml of 1N NaOH. What is the concentration of HCl? Okay. So here I'm taking HCl as well as sodium hydroxide. Okay. So we studied. We have one formula. Law of volumetric analysis. Okay. Equinormal solution with equal volume can able to neutralize each other. You know that. That's called law of volumetric analysis definition. So here I considered. See, this is considered. It's HCl. No, HCl. One is HCl is given. Okay, HCl and sodium hydroxide. Okay, HCl. What? How much? 10 ml. No, 10 ml is given. Utilize what? 15 ml of what? 1 normality. Okay, right. 10 ml of we don't know. Normality is there, not there. So it's a question mark. Okay, understood. So I considered this is what V1 N1 is equal to V2 N2. Okay, right. So here this side, everything is given. No, just everything is there. No, volume is what? 15. Okay, normality 1. Left hand side, volume we only know here 10. So this is what N1 we don't know. Okay, that's all. Therefore what? Therefore N1 is equal to, just 10 goes to that side, it becomes what? 15 by 10. 15 by 10 means, you know, what? 1.5 normality. Simple sum. I given. It's what? Answer A is the correct one. Understood? I hope you understood everything. Okay. Thank you, students.